Hello, happy Easter to everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I just thought I'd create this quick video to share an experience that happened to me last night regarding my Facebook account being hacked and the surprising revelation around who it was that actually hacked my account. So I was on Facebook on my laptop and I had just posted a comment underneath a friend's post about her birthday. So just a little comment about, wishing you a happy day, hope you had a great day, etc. After I hit enter, my screen just went completely grey, so Facebook grey. So it didn't sort of log me out, but and the top banner was still, you could still see it, but the whole screen went grey. And so I just thought, oh, well, internet issue, whatever. So closed that window, went into another sort of tab that I had open on a different site, did a few kind of tests on that site, and our internet was working beautifully, so I knew it wasn't the internet. So I opened up a new tab and went to sort of entering Facebook again, and again it was just a grey screen, just all of a sudden. So I figured, oh well, it's a Facebook glitch, having some dramas at the moment. But I thought I just had the kind of niggling inspiration to check Facebook on my phone. So I picked up my phone and hit my Facebook app icon on my phone, and instantly my phone came alive in my hand with the really loud and kind of persistent loop of circus music. So I've videoed that, and I'll include that here as well so you can see what it was like. But it was at full volume. Facebook app, as soon as the Facebook app opened, it was at full volume and it was just on a loop over and over and over again. So I tried to open Facebook before on my laptop and it just was a grey screen. And so I went on my phone to open Facebook, and when I opened it, this is what it's doing. Isn't it interesting? So, laughing with incredulousness, I went out to the kitchen and I asked my mum and sister to video it so I could capture that. And then I sort of thought at that moment, I thought, wow, okay, so I've been hacked, obviously. So after I videoed it, I changed my password straight away. So I changed my password. I went into my laptop. I got out of Facebook on my laptop and re-entered Facebook, and it obviously asked for my new password. I put my new password in, and it opened up to that same birthday friend post again. And it was then I saw something that made me realize who had hacked me. I looked down underneath the post, and where you would normally comment under a post, there's the little kind of field that normally has next to it, like emoji, sticker, attach a photo, attach a video, etc. All of those options were gone. But there was a new icon in their place. And the new icon was attach COVID-19 info. That was the only icon available. And I found when I clicked on that, it brought up a menu of different propaganda articles about the safety and effectiveness of vaccines, about the safety and effectiveness of masks, and a few other items that I captured on that video. It was at that moment that I realized that Facebook had hacked my account. Obviously, Facebook is entitled to make changes to my functionality, as it did with the removal of those icons. You know, that's not a hack. But the hack was the music that they played on my phone, the circus music that was looping over and over in the very same instant that I was locked out of the account, and that those icons were removed and another one put in its place. Creepy, so creepy. The thing about me these days is I've walked through that tunnel of fear, of immense grief, sadness, of the reality of the deception that we've been put through by our government and by certain world forces at the moment around the whole COVID narrative, around lots of other stuff that is going on, around censorship, around us being fed a web of mistruths to keep us in fear and to keep us on the vaccine train. So I've been through those dark tunnels, and they've been dark, but I've come out the other side, feeling strong, speaking my truth, and feeling more and more solid in our collective ability to move through this chapter, which is going to be, it's going to get even more challenging in the coming months. But my absolute certainty that we're going to come out on the other side stronger and more resolute. So it didn't shake me in the slightest. I went, okay, I'm doing the right thing. Like I must be sort of pushing the right buttons for them to have done that. I reflected back on certain posts that I've been posting in recent months. I've had my account restricted probably, 6 or 7 times due to posting about vaccine injuries, and that's why it's been restricted, vaccine injury posts. And I also have been regularly commenting under both Australian news posts and the US news posts, talking about vaccination of children and promoting vaccination of children, and simply been commenting underneath injury and death statistics of Australian 5 to 11-year-olds underneath those news posts. So that's what I've been that's what I attribute to this kind of, this little warning or intimidation. That's what I think, I'm guessing it's about. But yeah, I really reflected, and I thought, it was after kind of, me and my sister and my mum had a laugh about it, just going, oh my God, how freaking weird and creepy is that? How unprofessional, like really? Like, we are aware that censorship exists, and this is not a free speech platform anymore by any shake of the stick. But yeah, we kind of had a laugh about it. But it was sort of, about 30 minutes after, I started to really kind of sit in it, and I thought, what if I wasn't a solid person? What if I hadn't already been through that fear tunnel? What if they'd done that to someone who was speaking out with their voice shaking, like I was back in December? How scary could that have been for them? How frightening to all of a sudden have their phone taken over by freaky circus music. That potentially could really frighten someone. And for that, I'm pretty pissed. That is intimidation. That is intimidation at I want to say unprofessional, but that's not too soft a word, at a malevolent kind of level. And I need for people to know about it, that this is what this is what we're facing right now in our pursuit for our freedom to speak freely and have access to truthful information. There are assaults being made upon our consciousness right now in the form of propaganda, fear-mongering propaganda, and truth censoring measures being taken upon our social media. Our media, of course, our mainstream media is completely a government propaganda machine now. If you're still watching the news thinking it's true, please, it's not. And yeah, I think back to in January watching Scott Morrison, the Australian Prime Minister's address to the World Economic Forum, which goes for about 40 or 50 minutes, I think. And there's a big chunk of that address where he assures the World Economic Forum delegates that he's speaking to that Australia is upping their focus on squashing the dangerous misinformation in our digital spaces, including on social media platforms. This is what's happening right now. This is an extension of what our Australian Government Department of Health and the access that they had to Facebook and other platforms. They were open about this in previous months. This is a step up from that. And it's going to get more and more intense. So this is why lots of people, including myself, have been moving over to other platforms, keeping our Facebook accounts, but moving to platforms that promote and enable free speech. So these platforms include Telegram, if you're not already on Telegram, and this video concerns you or interests you, then I recommend you hop over there. Also, another one is gab.com. Its origins came from the whole pro-Trump movement, which put me off initially, but these days I'm just like, I've got a completely open mind, and that's a free speech platform. The other one is truthbooksocial.com. So some people are moving over to that. It's a fairly new Australian platform as well. So, so I'll perhaps post my addresses or my links to those sites if anyone wants to connect with me on there, or if anyone would like some information about how to start or where to start on those platforms, give me a holler. But yeah, and I should say, sorry, the reason I'm doing this video is because I was originally writing it as a post just before I hopped on. I was writing this up as a post, and I was going to attach the videos underneath, knowing that, this might be a bit of a nose thumb to Facebook, but stuff that I'll give it a go. And got about 3/4 of the way through, had explained the whole kind of scenario of what had gone on, and all of a sudden, my post completely disappeared. And there was a pop-up that said, we are experiencing problems right now. So, yeah, your post has been deleted. So, this video is a heads up. It's a heads up, and it's a wake-up call to anybody using Facebook who, I suppose, in two groups of people, the people that believe that they're getting the whole information and they've got, a rich source of kind of information to go by on Facebook. No, you don't. More and more, you're going to be getting a more and more censored viewpoint of where everybody's at and their stories and their views. And also, for people who, like me, have been speaking out on Facebook, just a heads up, that they are going to be pinching down more and more, and they're obviously watching now. So just a heads up that you may wish to transition your audience over onto a free speech platform, and just keep speaking your truth. Though, keep speaking it. Do not stop, because all this shows me this malevolent creepy, over-the-top measures that they're taking, and they've taken with me in the last 12 hours. It shows that we're obviously doing something right, because they're really anxious to cover up this information and that the public don't know it. So that's it for me now. I just wanted to, get this out there. People try and, shut my mouth. It just makes me want to speak louder. So, my best wishes to everyone. Consider this just an educational video and an awareness building video, that these are the assaults being made on our free speech right now, and we have other options, and it's time now to set up those other options. It's time. Okay, love to you all. Bye bye.